You are sexy. Can we hang out? Can we hook up? Everybody come there alone. Just know about it. They can't tell anyone. Master will make up artist. Master will photograph. Like that in the post in the clan. Oh, do me, oh. Just know that. Allah. To my pay. Although me, but I'm going to pay to stop. You want me to stay by it. But why everybody just fear me? Everybody going to pay. I was about only balance. I want to pay to leak out.
Hello, everybody.
This about me carrying me.
Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Pashaki, who wants you in my Pashkash? Who wants you in my program? Sorry, I don't want India in my program because you don't understand what we are going to be talking about. So I wonder what you are coming here for. Hello, everybody. Are you alright? I don't like. I will just block all these people. I don't know them. That's why I don't like coming to this platform. It's full of water and more because it's can imagine. Let me be lost on that platform, man. Anytime me, I can't bojale. I just keep myself. You, babu, you want to call am lo. Yeah, you want nisuru. Violent headquarters. You are interested in what? Pam Sam, Musa Montaja. You see why I will run away from this platform? I can't tell it. For you, me be sharing moko. How are you, everybody? Eka le o eje ka so Yorùbá bóyá wá kó ra wọn lọ. Eka le, eka àárọ̀, eka ọ̀sán. Níbo lẹ ti ń pè mí? Níbo lẹ ti ń wà wá? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi share kini. How did you get to my innocent star? I don't know how you got here too. Yes, how are you all? Ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ bá mi pè àwọn tèmi. Torí ó bá ti ẹ gba page lọ́wọ́ mi kò ti ẹ yé mi àwọn tí máa ń rí nínú program nínú page yìí. Sincerely. How are you? Ẹ bá mi pè wọ́n jọ̀ọ́. Ká lọ sí violence headquarters. Ká lọ sí violence headquarters. Atodaiwo Babatunde, how are you? You all right? Ẹ káàbọ̀ jàre. We want to talk about Apostle Suleiman. Yes. Apostle Suleiman and his bag of sins, you know. We want to talk about Apostle Suleiman concerning Halima's confession and Halima's statements online throughout this week. Eba mi pe usoko. Abika lost the other platform. If you want to join me on prevailing issues with Ajoke, because this place is full of I want me me tell me Shady by wallahi. The bang baba will Shady ko ye mi go. Oh yeah, welcome on board. Help me to share. Apostle Suleiman ó ti dalẹ̀ rú ó ti balẹ̀ jẹ́. That's why we want to talk about him tonight, this evening. How are you? Yeah, I'm prevailing issues with Ajoke, and your host is Ajoke, and I'm here tonight for us to have Jomitoro on Apostle Suleiman, who is a man of God. That's what I've put out there today. Who is a man of God? Who do we really refer to as a man of God? Is it because you are a pastor, pastoring a church, you're a shepherd, being in charge of a church, or because of the fact that you carry Bible? Does that make you a man of God? That is what we are talking about today. And we are using Apostle Suleiman as a case study. Okay, thank you so much, Jupe Agbola. No, apart from that, the topic, you understand, apart from the topic now, I've found out that this particular page is full of, hallelujah, do you understand what I mean? And I don't like seeing them because, sorry, they don't understand what I'm going to be saying. They don't understand us. It's not about them, you know. I don't know how they got to this page. That's why I don't really like to use this page. So, who, is it because you're carrying Bible or you're carrying Quran, does that make you a man of God? Or because of the fact that you go to church every day and you speak about God, does that make you a man of God? Is it by your words or by your actions that tells everyone around you who really you are? Apostle Suleiman has been in the news for a very long time, for at least a few months now. It's been Apostle Suleiman. And of course, before now, he has been exposed by some bloggers a particular blogger exposed him on social media, or especially on Facebook, where all his ways were brought out, all his secrets were exposed. And this, he took it, upon himself to sue the blogger. But at the end of the day, before the blogger came out to even speak about him, you remember Otobo, the Otobo saga. The lady came out to tell us who Apostle Suleiman is for real. But because of the fact that, Nigeria, the way we are, whatever money cannot do in Nigeria does not exist. Not whatever God cannot do. Do you understand? It's whatever money cannot do does not exist in Nigeria. Do you understand? Dupe Agbola, welcome everybody on board. I love you. I appreciate you for coming. Please, let's come together and talk about this. So, what money cannot do does not exist. So, Otobo, my tea is here, Fashakin. I want to walk up my cup of tea is here. Thank you so much, Fashakin Yabodi. You're all welcome. I appreciate you. Happy weekend. So, when Otobo came up, he was able to buy his way out. Alleged new. Anything you hear on this program is alleged new. So he was able to get himself out of that case. And all of a sudden, Otobo came out and denied everything she had said before. So which means that, or what it can work, yes, that, whatever she has said before, she took it back, that, she lied against Apostle Suleiman. Ify, you're welcome. Then came other ones. There was one of his people. One of his people that came out to talk about him. That he was sleeping with his wife. That one too. It was that one was an apostle, a disciple of his, and all of a sudden they covered that up again until that particular blogger came out and exposed Apostle Suleiman's deeds, and even brought out how he's been sleeping with an actress, how he's been sleeping with this, mother and daughter, this and that. All stories around him came out. And this particular blogger was sued by Apostle Suleiman, and I think YouTube was capped and everything. But at the end of the day, the truth came out that, all these things that blogger brought out were facts. They were factual because the living testimonies were given at that time. But before we start, let's hear Oga Olosho. Kill your Oga Olosho fún wa.
If you leak out, the clinical will expose. This about the norms. Man, this is ọlọ tẹ́ bá ní mi máa yára mi ó ṣáàyìn máa wọ bikini náà láì máa ṣọ́nà máa ṣídì kí má lè rí nínú DM mi pé you are sexy, can we hang out, can we hook up, everybody come melody just love about ẹ̀jẹ̀ kọ́ tẹ̀ rí wa mú máa sanwó makeup artist máa sanwó photographer láìkí àti rìpọ́sì nìkan ó dùn mí o just love Allah. tó bá pé ọlọ́run mi parọ́ fún tọ́lá kò ṣe pé TikTok àdì wọ́n bí tí máa ti dé báyìí. Why do you just dey fear me? Everybody don say àwọn fi bára wọn ní palace.
Yes, I'm just putting that one to. Sorry, I just put that one just for us to relax. Of course, Gist Lover was the one that brought this particular one out now, and just yesterday, Halima, the Nollywood actress, Halima Abubakar, was on live video with Princess, the comedian, being hosted by Gist Lover, for Halima to come out and tell the whole world what she knows about Apostle Suleiman and their relationship. Remember, Apostle Suleiman is a man of God that has a church, a congregation, a very large one, that we cannot even say in any way. So Apostle Suleiman becomes, like the man that he says he is. Remember, just few months ago, the same Apostle Suleiman was in a convoy with his family and church members. He, on his own, was in a car with bulletproof, and the people, his members, his convoy, and the police were bulletproof-less car. You know, so Enelakafi, you're welcome. So they were in that kind of, he protected himself and his family, and protected the church, the congregation bosses, and his convoy's boss with stickers of Jesus is Lord. Trust in him for your security. We love God. And all that, their wristband. But he was in a bulletproof car. To say the least, that he protected himself and kept his members and the convoy, including the police, in a very vulnerable state. And that was how they were attacked, and some of the convoy were killed. You know, and so where are we today with Apostle Suleiman? Apostle Suleiman, Halima came out some months ago, some years, about almost 2 years now, that they've been dragging this this lady's, Halima. She's an actress, a Nollywood actress, a very beautiful Nollywood actress at that time, but she's a shadow of herself now due to sickness, whatever it was. Anyways, Halima came out to say that she has been used spiritually by Apostle Suleiman. Also as a blessing, you're welcome. Thank you. That she has been spiritually used by Apostle Suleiman. That was the allegation she gave, which we are not spiritualists. Chika, I am not holding him and I'm not judging him. I know you're one of his followers. You people that follow pastors blindly, can you please use your brains at this point? I am not condemning him. I am not calling him a sinner. Nobody is sinless in this world. Every one of us, we've got one skeleton in our cupboard or the other. My sweetheart, I love you. Good evening. You're welcome. So, my dear, just sit down, take your seat, take a chill pin, and listen to us. You know, God has given you that brain. We have this. Look. We have this, the Bible, the Word of God, that is teaching us the ways of the Lord. You're welcome. This is the Bible that God, they said the Word of God that He has given us to use our brain. We read this. We follow the words of God. This is the words. What this word is for morals. Mostly. To know how to tame our lives. And that's what the Bible is for. It was written by men, but ordained by God. It's a word of God. I don't joke with it because I believe in that words. But God himself has given us this brain. Thank you so much. My daddy's daughter. I love you. Thank you for giving us stars. He has given us their words. Nikki Abdul, thank you. He has given us that words to read, assimilate, and understand. And what are these pastors? What are they for? The men of God, the apostles of God. They are for you to go to them if you don't understand anything in this words of God. So if God has given you the brain to think, He has not given you that brain for nothing. He has given you the brain to understand His words, read His words, and assimilate it, and use His words for goodness. So if these men of God that you are following are those ones that you want to mirror them, you want to model them. But these are the men of God that are, doing things in the society that is disgusting, to say the least. Of course, I am not saying I'm not a sinner, and I will not condemn Apostle Suleiman. But truth be told, Apostle Suleiman is not the only man of God in Nigeria. And he's not the only man of God that condemns the government. Because every time he says it's the government that is fighting, that is why is always in the books. No, it's not about him. He's not the only one fighting government. A lot of them are there. Why is it that only him is associated to sexual things? Why is it that it is only Apostle Suleiman that is associated with ritualism? Why is it that it's only Apostle Suleiman that we have seen that was in a convoy with bulletproof? Of course, most of them will have done that. But it's for you as individuals that are going to their churches, to their mosques, to sit down and use your brain. Don't be deceived. Whatever any man does, he will get his pay back before he goes to anywhere, hell or heaven. Whatever we do in life. Halima, actress, came out to shout that Egbamio, I am dying, and we saw her lifeless body, almost lifeless body on the stretcher while she was being taken from one place to another. And she mentioned some of these artists too, that the man was dating a supposedly man of God, a man that holds the congregation of about how many million of people, you Nigerians. But you, his followers, still stood by him because it was hearsay, according to you. Because according to him, he was able to buy Otobo's mouth, to seal her mouth as at that time. Now, Akara now as Tusepo. Halima was sick, and everywhere she went, they said she has been used, according to her. And Apostle Suleiman stopped picking her call. In the first instance, did Apostle Suleiman date Halima or not? That's the question. Was he married when he started dating Halima? That's another question. How long has Apostle been married for? As a married man, not even as a pastor or a man of God, is he supposed to engage in such? Not to talk of even as a worker in church. If your worker, Apostle Suleiman, anybody reports his worker to him that is dating outside marriage, what will be his reaction? Or what will be the punishment of such a worker? Thank you. More than 15 years, Ifyoku. And how long has he been dating this particular Halima Abubakar? Now, he stopped picking Abubakar's messages, communication, because she was bleeding. And according to Halima, the bleeding was due to whatever he used for her. And like she said, it's not only her. Every one of them that had slept with Apostle goes through this phase in their lives. After all said and done, when this lover brought out about 3 months ago, gave us the list of all the artists he's been dating, he had dated, and that are having problems, some that are having problems, and some that are still, out there. He threatened with this. This is our apostle of God. I am not judging him. Who am I to judge anybody? Look at you that you have come to my page to talk. That's your apostle.
If you stop, you're not serious. We'll continue. We don't craze the craze. I am the one that will disappear that block.
That's just love. Oh God, this lover will not kill me with all this thing that he brings out. So I just want us to see where he was bragging, as at that time, this lover was dragging him.
You're not serious. We'll continue. We don't craze the craze.
Yes.
I am the one that will disappear that block.
Okay, let's wait. Anyways, that's for that. That is Apostle Suleiman. You know, this was when Gist Lover, that man is crazy, man. That was when Gist Lover brought out the lists of his victims according to Gist Lover. And he was out there on his pulpits and saying, he will drag Gist Lover. That is not, who are you to drag me? I will drag you like that. I better pass your generator. And he was speaking like a guy man that has been claimed to be. Like a street boy that has been claimed to be. He forgot totally that he was on congregation, where he was, you know, on the pulpit with his congregation. He put that aside and said, I will show you my real like who born you? Now me and you won't drag me. I go drag you past anything. If you see me, now me go, you know that kind of talk, not from a man of God. Now going forward, it's been quiet a little bit now since the issue of his bulletproof car. Even till date, tell me, if Apostle Suleiman's child, son or daughter or his relative was in that convoy of people that were shot down, would we be talking like this today? The case has almost died down. We are not hearing anything. Nothing again coming out. Who are those behind the shooting? What is the business between Apostle Suleiman and those people that shot those people? Or that targeted him in the first instance? Who are those people? Why are we not talking about it again? Why is the press quiet about it? Or what is the investigation? Where are they in the investigation? Nothing has been heard about it. Innocent lives lost like that. All because of the fact that somebody is there that is into shady business or whatever that he is into. Now, going forward, we will never hear anything from that case again. I am a day for we are talking of big men in Nigeria. You know, when I say big men, you understand what that means. Big men, in quotes. Now, Apostle Suleiman will say he will sue this, he will sue that, he will sue Gist Lover, faceless Gist Lover. He will sue this, he will sue that. Why is he not suing Halima Abubakar that said it out that, look, I dated you? Brought out video conversation. Brought out video, you know when you call me, what do you call that, video calls and all that? By the end of the day, those following him, they will not use their heads, they will not use their brain, rather use their legs to think, as saying it is Photoshop. Just like they said it was Photoshop with Otobo's case. No! Halima is not hiding anything again. Let's listen to Halima's interview and we analyze it. And we know where Halima lied. You know, as a woman, maybe she felt she shouldn't have done that to a married woman because, of course, Apostle Suleiman was married. So for her to have said, Apostle Suleiman is married, was married, that is a big lie.
You think somebody will get in touch to say, okay, how do we, when the story came initially, I quickly, sent it to him, what do I say? Said I should die.
That's what he said.
I was still trying to protect him even then, because when this lover sent me the DM, I sent it to him.
So in this case, Halima said,
so he said,
Halima said Gist Lover got wind of the story, that she was sick, and that Apostle Suleiman has used her. And he wanted to, bring out that story out. So Gist Lover contacted Halima, and Halima felt, wow, let me quickly get my boyfriend and let him know that there is fire on the mountain. Of course, as at that time, Apostle was not picking a call again, according to her. So she said, she immediately, sent a message to Apostle Suleiman that, look, this story is about to be out there. What do we do? And Apostle Suleiman told her, go and die. The man of God.
And died. So I light gist lover. Because I mean, there was no point.
When you were sick, did AGM come to visit you at all? Anybody from AGM?
No, not the first time, not the second time. No.
They didn't come at all.
AGM. Yeah, I can't be waiting for AGM. AGM don't really do that.
You saw the list that Gislova posted. There was a long list of people. Okay, so that list that you saw, do you think that there were some people that were missing from the list, or there were some people that were not supposed to be there, or something?
Well, I wouldn't know except the ones you told me about. You know,
Okay.
He name drops. If there is one thing he knows how to do, is name dropping. So when he drops that name, you're going to, bring the gossip that will come back to the person who he really wants to ask about.
Okay.
But no, what was that? There was no
name on the list that you felt,
Okay, no. No, there was one there that I saw. He told me she was his cousin. One thing you need to understand is, I think Nollywood people think I'm the one who brought out the story. They didn't even know. Yeah, that's what they think. You understand? They don't know that the names were sent to me. You understand? And I just picked my own name because I know it's true and not lies. I am going through something. And I've not arrived, at a very, I don't know what's going on with my life. Before I die, I need to say it. You understand? If the person involved is, nonchalant about my health. So that was why I replied. The rest of the people there, I don't know what he does with his fans, So I don't know how many people he has slept with. That's his PRs. That work is for his PRs. For them to go and debunk and do what they want to do. But
you said
small compared to what he told me himself, and that he has repented. So seeing my name there, while you have destroyed.
Oh God, you Apostle Suleiman, that is very well. You are doing well, sir. You are doing well. Did you hear that? He said the list. The interviewer was asking her, do you think that list is enough, or are there names that are missing? And she said, compared to what Apostle, God bless you, ma, for giving us stars. Please give us stars, give us love, comments, love this program, please. Give us stars. And just let us know we are doing well. Tell me you are doing well. You are doing well. So, Apostle Suleiman, Apostle Suleiman told Halima, that, hold on. Halima said, of course, she doesn't really, she cannot tell how many were missing in that list. And that list was about I won't be into 230. Apostle, how they share the bola? How are you able to? How did you do it? How have you been doing it? You must be a very, very strong man. Apostle Suleiman, you are spiritually strong. You are spiritually strong, and you are actively strong down there. What have you been using? Is it Tesojue? Which one are they using? Apostle Suleiman is very good. He is a cheerful giver to most of these ladies. So, Halima said, of course, she cannot really tell. But what Apostle told her, that's your pastor, the lady that came to comment, your pastor, what? I'm at 250. What your pastor told them, told Halima when he was dating her, was that that the list she saw there were not even up to what Apostle told her one-on-one. That they are more than that. But because he has repented now, so it's not doing it again. You know when you are with a man and you guys are gisting, let me take my tea. Comment and buy me star so that I will be drinking my tea, I will be talking to you. You know when you are dating a man and you are gisting like, but you too like women. Now it's too much. Am I not enough for you? Fine girl with front, with back, with go where? What did I put me gonna see? My tea can't get cold. Every minute I'm topping it, you can see the steam. that it's because I love you, Halima. This is the way he was telling her. Don't mind her, she's lying. How can she say she doesn't know he's married? That's the one I found out that's a lie. Okay, when you are with a man and you people are sitting there, they have just finished that day. Halima said they have, I'm just imagining, So they were on the bed like this, and she was touching his chest. She put her head on his chest. After that, I was saying, how are you, my dear? I love you. If not for love I have for you, Halima, if not the love I have for you. Do you know how many of your girls in the industry I have dated? Do you know I've dated Chichi? You know I've dated Shoma? Do you know I've dated Chineka? Do you know I've dated I've dated Yabo? Do you know I've dated Bola? Do you know I've dated Bola? Do you know I've dated So out of when a man, when that thing is sweeting him, he will not know when to just it was just jam talking and telling everyone he has slept with on that day. Enjoy you what you do I want Tony. Enjoy look confess the phone. Halima, all of the ladies he had slept with in the industry. The best time to get a man is when he's doing that thing. When he's into it, he will even tell you his mommy is a witch. I'm telling you. He will tell you how he caught his mommy burying his daddy's head. When you want to get a man, it is when that thing is sweeting him. So it was that day that he told Halima that, look, I slept with a lot of them. So she was saying, well, I don't know, but this list is not even up to what he told me.
Maybe
let's
you
listen.
not have friends in Nollywood because of all the things you told me. It was shocking for me to see my name on so many people because I thought I was the only one. At least, there was one person who he told me was his cousin.
Now, who was this person?
It's not his cousin. You
Oh,
understand?
okay.
No, it's not. I don't want to.
Allegedly.
Yes, don't let.
Yes,
But I wanted to ask you.
my own and run with it. Because at the end of the day, the person you have business with is the person who is talking.
Okay, if you
Exactly.
I mean, how would they know? How will I know the people he has slept with? Except if I'm there.
Exactly.
Or I brought the person myself. That's the
Okay.
only.
So you didn't introduce any of your friends to him?
No, not in Nollywood. But
Okay.
yes,
You introduced your friends outside Nollywood to him?
Yes.
To sleep with him.
We also heard about the two-son thing that you used to have.
No.
You never. No, you didn't hear about the mother and daughter stuff.
Mother and daughter?
Yes.
Who?
Did you hear of any?
No.
Did you hear of any?
No.
Okay. So, but when the thing came out, there were other stories that also came out. So I want to try and cast your mind back. Do you remember the lady from Ghana?
That one,
the Ghanaian lady.
That
There was a lady from Ghana that became mentally unstable. Did you ever mention her?
Who, him?
Yes.
He never mentions all these things. These things are government that are following him. That's all. Till date, if you ask him. In fact, if you ask him, he might probably say AP or one of these people or P, whatever. He has people friends with too. But it's just that he can't say that. But usually that's what he says.
So, okay, I want to ask you a question now because I obviously know you've been through a lot. I don't know how much pain you have been through, but I want to ask you a question. And like you said, you'll be as truthful as you can. How do you feel now? How have you been coping? How have you been faring? How have you been feeding?
That's good. Thank you so much. My family, number one, backbone, my family, now I know because, I thought I had friends. Even if you hear that, there is this thing that is out, you should not automatically feel I'm the one who gave up the day. Because if I am, you should be able to call me that, babe, what is this? Yes. I have only 3 people in Nollywood who called me for the 1 year that this issue has been on ground.
Wow.
1 year. There are just about 4 people that called me out of probably 1 million people that I know in Hollywood. So none of them, I was not.
How about Sandra? Do you have any relationship with Sandra?
Is that your phone?
Yes. No, not my phone. Sorry.
Oba's phone is ringing,
My phone is vibrating, but it's not from me. Don't worry, we're with you. I can
God
hear
will
you.
see her through.
Sorry, just calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Just calm down. Don't worry.
Yes, Aramide, she did well.
Take your time. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You know.
He doesn't deserve my cares, so I'm not going to give it to him.
Okay. So you were going to tell me about how you were faring, and then I asked about Sean George. So which one do you want to take first?
I'm faring. God has been faithful.
Have you stopped bleeding? Have you stopped bleeding?
Yes.
Good. Thank God.
Yes. Oh God Almighty, that's a relief from me. That's a relief, and I'm so grateful. Though I went through hell and all that, but it is good that I went through it because I wouldn't have had, a story to tell and to see the people who actually like me. So I'm going to say my family is, they are my rock. When I was unconscious, they were the one there battling me because they are the one who, know the story. They know what I'm going through.
Olatibo say all she's saying is truth.
Act like nothing is wrong. It's like, it's crazy for somebody to do that.
Can I ask?
But
yeah. You said you were unconscious. Were you in coma,
Yes, I was in coma for like 3 weeks.
Wow.
Twice. Twice. Yeah, because I didn't know, if it was, I just didn't know. The blood was just going. And I didn't know where it was going to. So, you understand, when I went to, until I got to the spiritual home, that's when I knew what was going on with me. I never accused anybody of anything. But then when something happened and you understand, you are avoiding that issue or you're trying to show me power and you know what I'm talking about and, you're dodging or you're trying not to be accountable is what I won't be. Nobody will make me look like a liar. So that's why I just allow people to know about what's going on in my life. If not, I would have coded everything and nobody would have known anything.
Okay, so some people are sending me questions, but to be able to read it, I just quickly want to put on my glasses. Then I want to ask you to just, put up a strong front. She came and pretended to be like a friend, but you still tried your best to
it was myself, Chacha AK was there, myself and Chacha AK.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember.
She's one of those ones on the list.
So what is it? That's why I have to branch Sean George. I've not branched Sean George yet.
Was Chacha among the names that Apostle mentioned?
I don't know, but I'm just telling you who was there. If I'm
okay, at that time.
I'm saying
my dear, you said with all this overwhelming evidences, his members will still come out to defend him. It's because Africans have been brainwashed about religion. We respect our religious leaders more than even God himself. We owe them so much like the mini God. You will see a woman will not even listen to her husband at home, but go and kneel down for a pastor or an imam out there. This is a woman that will call her husband, pastor, yes, sir. A woman will not feed her husband at home, but will go and prepare food for pastor outside because of my journey. So no matter what you tell Nigerians, Africans, Nigerians, because I am in Nigeria, no matter what you tell us, we are religiously blinded. We cannot see. Believe me. No matter what you tell us, even with all this, believe me, with everything we are hearing, you will still see his followers coming out to say, they just want to bring the man of God down. What has this man got to do? You want to bring him down. Forgive me, God. I'm not speaking against the spirit of God. You know? But the fact still remains that we are so much into religion. We put our brains down. This is in Nigeria that you will see early in the morning, 8 o'clock in the 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. People are in the church, Monday to Friday, praying. I'm not saying praying is not good. Prayer is not good. No. But not at the time where you can do something with your life. Go and walk. You are there praying. She prayer no ma gbàdúrà ẹni. Wọ́n ti kó sáwọn ọmọ kékèké mi lórí that they don't want to walk. They will tell you Jesus will provide. I know what I'm saying. You know? So no matter what they see, with this, you can imagine, this is a lady that has come out and said, I have been sleeping with your pastor. Can't you people use your number 6? A lady has come out and said, he has been sleeping with me for so years. This is not where she was paid. She's been sick. She's been on the hospital bed for years. She's been on spiritual bed for whatever. And you still do not want to listen to any other person. Because want to hypnotize you. That's the truth. Want to brainwash you. Aye ti da ka ma lo mi. Okay.
And anybody's name can fly.
Okay. So I also when you were talking about when you were unconscious, you mentioned that you only saw maybe just 3 people from.
No. Actually, Yabojo came here the first time.
Okay.
It was still Yabojo's story that Shanjon was talking about, and Johnson told me Yabo was his cousin. So I know Yabojo as his cousin. So if you can tell me Yabojo is his cousin, you can see everything was a mirage. It was what do you call it? I don't know. It's like a pathological liar. How can you be this stuff? Now suddenly, then I'm like, oh my God, how can your cousin be among these people? Anyway, I'm just trying to tell you, oh, this is this, and anybody's name can enter, because this is a true life story. There is nothing, to be proud about. I just want people to learn. You understand that there are a lot of people out there who don't like you, and there are a lot of men who are out there to deceive women, and for us not to be greedy too. At that time, I was praying to God to, send somebody to me. I would like to you. So when he came, I thought, oh God, you're nice. I didn't know, I actually, that was a rock.
So that means from what you're saying, apart from the first 500K, he probably sent you more money over time, and according to what you're saying.
Now we were dating. We started dating.
Okay.
Yes,
so
he was dated for 6 years.
Wow.
Yes.
So my dear, they dated for 6 years. And Halima, according to her, said she was not, she didn't know that he was still married. Of course, when a man meets you, from experience, not from me, from people that have told us their experience in life, some of these men will come out and tell you that they're having problems in their relationships at home. It's a lie, yo. I do say it, oh. Iro long pao. Don't fall for them, oh. Forget about him being a pastor. Okay, a pastor that is telling you that he's having problem in his marriage. And in church, you see them, at least they do broadcasts on television and all that. You see them being together, and they will turn and say, mommy. You know the way the daddy, mommy, daddy, anything. Mama, what do you say? Mama, what do you say? And then you're believing that man. Halima, this is not time to apportion blame, because you are going through your own. But the truth be told, that is a big lie. You have said you have come out to tell us, hey, look, ladies should be aware of all these things, that men do tell lies. That is the truth. You said you have come out to tell us that, you were praying to God to give you your own man as at that time. Some gifts comes like you think it's from God. No, some of them are actually from the devil himself. You see a kind of favor. You say this is an unmerited favor from God. Some are not favors from God. Some are favors to enslave you forever. Some are favors to destroy your destiny forever. So that's the kind of favor you got from that man called Apostle Suleiman, according to you, because you were praying to God. And when God brought Apostle, this is the same man of God that even when you are on your menstruation, he has not married you. He still has one in the house that is saying it's bad, yeah? But he was having sexual intercourse with you with blood on you. So for you to say that, you know, you didn't know he was married, then he told you that Yabo Ojo was his cousin, and you were surprised when you saw her name on the list. Of course, you yourself, you said it, that so many of them, that you were so surprised to see their names in the industry because he told you you are the only one, whereas he was doing it. And when the interviewer asked her, you know, did he give you 500,000? And he said, no, he was taking care of me. He was my man. He was like for 6 years, dating a man for 6 years. Yeah, he has paid you, paid your destiny, and
Please say, okay, I think it was this number I said.
I'm not reading the.
Me too. I can't read it. That's why, because of the light. But I'm using this. So I want to ask you a question.
She knew he was married, Javi.
That time, after the period that he didn't call you, I want you to think back from that period till now, especially when news was flying around. Did he send you death threats? Did he send you voice notes? Did he threaten you in any way?
Yeah, the threat is for me to go and die now. You understand? Because he didn't think I'll come and agree that yes, we dated, or yes, I was sick, or I had a spiritual attack, or something. I don't think anybody, including my own family, didn't know that I was going to come out and say it.
Okay.
I'm free to it. You understand? Because the idea is to protect this person. When I found out, I was buying him caps. I was buying I was getting him things to wear just for him to, you know, disguise himself. Almost all the caps he's wearing, I bought all of them.
Wow.
Yeah, so
sorry, my people. She said she was buying him cap to disguise. Why was she covering up for him at that time when they were dating? If you knew he was not married, okay. If you said, okay, he told you that he had a problem with his marriage, of course, that would have been the right thing for him to have told you. Now, if he had told you that, you know, he had a problem with his marriage, why was he, you know, why were you helping him to disguise if he wanted to marry you? Why disguising? He wants to move on with his wife, from his wife. And I will always say it. I'm not a party to you being in with that man and be doing it out there. If you want to leave, let him know that you want to leave. If you are there, you are still in your husband's house, and because of the fact that that man is doing this, and everybody has seen that the man is guilty, and you're still staying put, you are nothing but a fool. You are lying. You don't want to leave. If you, as a man, you have accused your wife of infidelity, you have accused your wife of witchcraft, or whatever you have accused your wife of, and you're still with her, and you are out there having another woman and saying, I want to marry you, that means you are not truthful to yourself. Why don't you stand on your feet and say, look, this marriage is over. Let's do the necessity. Get the divorce. Get separated. But for you to say, yeah, I'm still with her, just for the sake of the children, we are still planning something. You are planning nothing. You are planning nothing, absolutely nothing. You are lying to yourself. Because you're confused. I call people like that confused beings. If you're not confused, you know what you want. You want separation. Go for separation. You are lying to a woman. You are with your wife in the house. You are putting a woman out there and saying, yeah, I'm tired of the marriage, but we are still planning things. Planning what? And then you were buying cap for him to be disguising for what? A man that said he wants to marry you, that his wife, the marriage is over. Then why disguising? So that people will not know. That means two of you were actually involved in adultery. You were actually involved in this thing because of money, you know. So you were You were helping him out. You knew he's a man of God. You knew he's a pastor. Excuse me, Halima, let me talk to you, ma'am. You knew he's a pastor. He's a man of God. That even if temptation comes, some of us women can still help out. So you knew that he was a man of God, according to him. But you were helping him to disguise, to come to you and have fun with you, to have sex with you as a man of God. Halima,
you know, cover for him.
Cover up for him.
At him denying everything and lying to my face, and then doing what he did and left me in pain. That would not have taken anything from him to just either send somebody or check some, you know, ask somebody to say, the person is sick. He even told me while this thing was going on was that somebody said they should help me. He did not answer the person because he knows that I'm not a good person. Can you imagine? Help me. Somebody you dated for 6 years. Help. It has become help. And then I go and die.
So according to Halima, you know, when she became sick, they went to him to say, please, can you help this girl? It was Stella Dimoku, the blogger that they said was in between them. I said, go and help, please help this girl. And he said he wasn't going to help her. Why? Because she's not a good person. After, according to her, allegedly, not me, that, you know, she has been used, according to her. You understand? So he felt he needed not to. They didn't have any problem. There was no fight. Get me right. According to her, they had no problem before she became sick. They were dating. He promised her marriage, according to her. He promised her marriage after sending mommy pastor away. He promised her marriage after sending mommy pastor away. But at the end of the day, she became sick. And then instead of him to look after her, he now said, let her die. Now what is my business? So why was he not there for her when she became sick? What is the secret between them that made him run away from her sickness? And when they came to him for help, why was he not even giving out? Even if you're not seeing that girl again, if truly, you know, you had a relationship with her, marriage, proposal, and ring and all that. So why is it that, you know, she became sick? He could not even give her anything, whatever it was. You know, there are more to it than meets the eyes, yo.
To hide about this, you know. Yeah.
So did he at any point in time sue you for anything you posted or for anything you
said?
Did you sue you or did he threaten to sue you?
He did all that. I mean, we'll go and talk about our sex life there. I'm ready to go to court if it's ready.
Has he charged you to court already?
No, he did not. He just sent me a cease and desist letter. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of fighting. We can roll in the mud, no problem. If it didn't happen, that's when we need to explain further.
Yes. But it happened.
It happened, and there are so many things to back them up about what I'm saying.
Okay, so now, what do you think? Do you think from what he's doing, has he obviously after during the time that you were sick, he purposely stayed away? So
yes, I think, no. But the funny thing is that initially he was still coming. He was sleeping with me even while I was.
You're right.
That's the dangerous part of it.
You're right.
And he was telling me he can't sleep with any other person. That's why. And that because it's me, you know, he's okay with it.
Hey, we are all learning, you know. Ladies out there, did you hear Halima? Please help me call them, oh. All the hookups, all the ladies out there. Did you hear Halima? He said Apostle was sleeping with her with blood when she was having her menses. She was doing a, you know, monthly thing, and Apostle was sleeping with her. And anytime she complains that, look, you cannot be sleeping with me with blood, he says, you know, it is you. It's only you I can do it with. It's because I love you. It's because I want to marry you. Ladies, they are using it to do something, oh. Again, son Yoruba. Tẹ́ bá ti ráwọn ọkùnrin tó fẹ́ bá yín sùn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀jẹ̀ ara, monthly thing tẹ́ ń dà sára, tẹ́ ń dànù ìdọ̀tí inú ara yín, ẹ ń ṣe messes. A man says, Look, it's because it's only you I can do it with. It's a lie, yo. One thing go in here. One thing go in here. Don't sleep with a man pẹ̀lú messes, yo. I'm telling you, you don't hear? You will hear by all means. See, I know you shame me. But sleeping with her with her menses and telling her that, you know, it's only you I can do it with.
I am not. The whole thing caught me on.
Onikoyi.
And I was naive. I did not really. And I wasn't a spiritual person. I didn't know if it was love. I didn't know what it was. But because she told me, you know, I'm the only person and he can't do anything like this with another person while I was bleeding.
And this was how far after that? Was it a month after, 2 months after, or when you just when you just started?
At that time, even at that time, when I'm on my regular period, he does that.
Wow.
You understand? So there is nothing up for him.
When you made a statement, you said anytime you were with him, anytime you people had intercourse, you bled. Yes. Every time you were. Didn't that raise any red flag? Did you ask him any questions? What did you say?
That's when we started going up. I was dreaming of him sleeping with me.
Oh my.
So sometimes I don't know, I noticed a shadow. It would be like, you know, I just
Onikoyi, welcome sis. Ole ni. Onikoyi.
I couldn't act. I couldn't read my lines. My director said I'm not giving him what he wants. And then they had to call him as the next person on my phone because I was, you know, I was almost running mad. Something was going on and my head was really banging like I was going to run mad. So they had to call him. They gave him 50 missed calls. He didn't pick with my phone. My mother had to give him 15 missed calls before he called. Then he now called the location. They now asked him to talk to me so that I can act because I came to act in Asaka. When I got there, something entered me. Since then till today, like I don't want to visit there because, you know, I don't know if I just don't know. I called him and he just said, maybe I need rest. Like, sorry cannot come out of his mouth, or what happened, or, you know, he's always not knowing and all that. So my mother had to, you know, actually to come to the village. I went to the pictures, I snapped carpets. You see me with bloated tummy, with skin cuts. Those periods were the period I was going through hell. When I'm still saying, he was living many lives. Because it's not double life again, it's many lives.
Many lives.
I'm not the only one apparently. Some are dead, for real. The people I know, some are dead.
Jesus Christ.
I don't understand. Please come again.
Like you know, I know.
That you dated.
That knows
that you dated.
That yes, that was bleeding too.
If you which pastor?
She had an accident. She was bleeding too. You know, they all came to me. The other one is a musician. She's late now. I want to face him in court if we are going to go so that, you know, we can have a really nice...
take money and lose your glory.
What do you call it? Try.
You are not trying to defend yourself. This musician came to you and, you know, spoke to you about him.
He told me already that he told her we are dating, so she's going to come and act like my friend, which is the same thing the Yabo did. So, you know, my dear, this thing is deep.
Wow. So the other person is now on the wheelchair.
Yes.
And you have their interviews.
Oh, cafe.
So I was going to ask something. So when we were at the location, please make me understand, you were constantly bleeding.
Yes.
Continuously.
And I couldn't read my script.
That must have been because you lost too much blood.
Yes,
yeah,
so
definitely.
I couldn't say anything, and you know, it was just shameful. Something that you've been doing for years. Somebody would just come and destroy your life. And you're not the one calling him up and down. Somebody that, you know, to be with me. Something happened.
This is
the ring you gave to me, the wristwatch, the promise, as in, what was all that about?
He gave you a ring, so you guys were engaged or something?
He gave me a ring.
Proposed? He proposed?
Yes, and even a promise wristwatch. I have everything here.
So now, I want to ask you, now we have a period of when it didn't come. Now we have a period after the list came out. So now, I want to pick from that time now. From that time up till now, apart from the time that he said go and die, did he make physical contact with you? Did he try
No. He sent somebody to threaten me and tell me if I do not debunk this, he will not talk to me again. Okay. And I sent him a message directly that, what do you mean you won't talk to me? Were you talking to me before? Because I've not heard from him since 2019.
Okay.
And suddenly, you understand, if you don't talk to me for that long, you say now, I didn't even care about all those things. So one of the bloggers actually wanted to use me. She said, oh, this person was your ex, Abby, or you guys are dating, I don't know, sir. She wanted to use her brain on me. So
okay.
When she came, I'm like, why? She said, because I just commented on the Yabo news page. And Yabo has been the one saying so and so to Johnson about me. The lady said. So I'm not saying okay. Say anything like that before. Because she has been to my house. Even though I knew there was more, even if she said she's discussing, I'm not stupid. Then she was coming close to me. You understand? I can't believe, Yabo is so-called sister. She came to my house separately. Then I gave her a phone in my movie. She gave me a rose, which I thought was a sisterly thing to do.
Was that period, the time that Yabo came to see you in your house, was that the period when you were at home bleeding? When you said, okay.
Yes. I actually cried to Yabo that my boyfriend did this, and she was actually consoling me. Then I was emotional. Yabo was consoling me, and then she went to tell him, and he sent me a message that I'm going to tell every Nollywood story person about us. I'm like, can you imagine somebody I'm hiding? I've never agreed to have dated you. So the lady.
So apparently, Yabo reached out to her when she was sick, when she heard of her bleeding and all that. But remember, she said Apostle had told her earlier on that Yabo is his cousin. Okay, now when Yabo came to you, some things are not just, coming out well from Halima. She might have said some things out, of course, but there are lots of things that are still hidden. Now, you said he had told you that Yabo is his cousin, and then Yabo is coming to you, yeah? And then you told Yabo that, this my boyfriend did this to me. Apostle Suleiman is my boyfriend. Remember, Apostle is a man of God. He is the head of a church. He is married. Now, good. You told Yabo, and Yabo did not see anything bad in that. And Yabo did not tell you as at that time, or you did not ask Yabo, are you cousins with this person? Of course. Do you understand? You did not ask Yabo, are you cousins with this person? He's dating me. You understand? You did not do that. So now it was the same Yabo that went back to Apostle Suleiman to tell him that, so this girl is sick and you're not taking care of her. And then Apostle came back to you, that my own is that it's better for everyone to learn from, of course, Rafiat, you're right. We all going to learn from it. That's why we are, broadcasting it. We're broadcasting it and talk about it, So you did not ask Yabo that are you cousins with him? This is what he did. And then he went back to Yabo. She went back to Apostle, and Apostle now told Yabo, came back to you and said, start broadcasting to the whole Nollywood that we have been dating. Can't you just keep quiet? Must everybody know that I'm begging? Must you tell the whole world? Must you use the trumpet to say, I am dating Apostle Suleiman? Can't you keep quiet? Can't we do it in a quiet way? Can't we secretly be why the so there are some things that are not right, that are not coming out well.
She now told me everything Yabo said. I'm shocked when she wrote that thing she wrote. I'm like,
which said. Okay, so sorry, which statement was this? Because initially you said you just wanted to say your whole part, you didn't want to bring other people. But now that you mentioned the statement, which was the statement they asked you to, you put up a statement, what statement was it that you were asked to delete?
I just said beautiful. That's beautiful. That's all. I am always, saying beautiful on her post. There was no maliciousness or anything.
So he asked you to delete that post?
No. A lady, I don't actually want to call her name. She did
Okay.
she did a write-up on this issue. You know.
Okay.
She came in, she came into my life with her own malicious intent because she's been doing that anyway. So she now said I should go and delete it. Now that I don't know my enemies, I don't know my friends. So
but does she...
I went back after hearing what she said and I deleted it. So I unfollowed her. So when I unfollowed her, I said, wow, I can't believe. And I said, thank you so much. I can't believe you made this and all that. I was, saying, oh. She now said, but now she want me to do her a favor back. I said, okay. She wants me to send Johnson a message saying that she wants to write about both of us.
That's the
Stella. Bring us together and all that.
So is this person a blogger or is she in your industry?
Yes, Stella Dimoku. She inserted herself. I wasn't going to call her, but she brought herself inside.
Okay.
She posted on her page now and removed all her saying she will not reply. I have all our chats there. So, I told him when my dad had a stroke 2 years ago. So, that's the time where I was chatting with Stella. And then I think I went to Ghana to receive an award. And she said, why did I tell her, why don't I give her my gifts? I said, because I know her, I'm not somebody to sway anymore like that. I was understand. Stella was not saying he doesn't owe me. If I don't go and delete this thing, he doesn't owe me anything. My dear, I was pregnant 3 times. Do you know that? That's your business.
But that means you contact.
She was pregnant for Apostle. Followers of Apostle Suleiman. Can't you wake up, G? Masun. What is G Masun. What is Loyi? So she was actually pregnant for Apostle 3 times and aborted. The pregnancy went down 3 times. We all pretend. Pregnant 3 times for the same apostle. Did you not hear? Yeah, you hear me? You hear him?
Stella couldn't have known.
She now told me she thought I had a baby because I had to lie that I had a baby. So she now said she wants to come back and take care of my baby. How can you come back and take care of my baby? If I had a baby, is that how Stella is going to give my child away like that?
Wow. She
told me that's an innocent child. If there was a baby, is that how Stella would take that baby and give it to Johnson?
Wait, you didn't have a child. Do you remember the time that she got bloated so much that she looked like a pregnant woman? She was very big. Even her pregnancy, her tummy was as big as this for real. That was when she was going through hell. She was bleeding as at that time. She said she had to lie to people because everybody saw her and say, congratulations, you are pregnant. And sometimes things like that can shame us. God no go shame us. Even when you put on so much weight, sometimes, when you put on so much weight, when people ask you, you can lie that you are pregnant because of the shame of the fact that people will say, why are you so big like this? I remember there was a time somebody saw me 3 years back and said, how many months? And believe me, I know get belly that time. I had to lie that it's just still few months. Now lie, I know get belly. Now belly come big. But because of the fact that you don't want people to feel that you look, ugly, you will lie that you are pregnant. So her own was even so much protruded to this extent. And she had to lie that she was pregnant. So when after 9 months or so, she went to steal baby. Baby picture, not real baby. Halima went to do cyber stealing of baby. So she went to a page and took a child's picture and posted on her. You see the kind of fake life these people live. Total fake life. And this fake life, they are using it to affect the upcoming artists, upcoming youths in the society. Because they are seeing them as having everything working out for them. Oh no, she's cyber stealing of a baby picture. Until the mother of that baby saw the picture and said, this is my baby, you stolen a picture. She's an American. I think people just took it to her like, is this not your baby you posted? Halima said this is her baby. So who owns the baby? So she came out and said she was sorry, that she didn't want people to see her own child. So she just used a picture like to say, you know, when you use something to hold something, you know? She lied to people. So that's what she's referring to. That Stella was asking her, not artist alone. Not okay, sorry, Agboke, Refiat. I know why we live fake life. It's true. You have not lied. A lot of people live fake life. Just to give people impression. You don't have 1 million. You are telling the whole world you have 20 million. Who is deceiving who? You won't deceive her. Oh, only Tebering koti moje salad, moje shawarma, you are deceiving yourself, not the whole world. But to be by paet over the besun. To lang fun gbogbo aye pe egba mi o. Irun la jo kenta iba mi rarun o. Buy hair from me o. I'm selling hair o. Look at it o. Emi mo ntan kan mi o. E gbe help me o. E call me ke rarun o. Buy hair for me. This is from me. We have black of this, we have this color. So please contact me for all your hairs. So continue to deceive yourself. Now, she said she now told Stella. So Stella was asking her if you have that child, I can make sure that it comes back to take care of the child. So that's why she got she got pissed off that how can you tell me? So even if that child is alive, if I have the child, I will not give a child out to Suleiman like that. So surely Apostle Suleiman dated her. Allegedly or not me, according to her. Because I don't see the boldness in you coming out to say, come, let's go to court if you know you have not done it. Let's go to court if you know you did not date me. Let's go to court if you know that what I'm going through, you're not the cause of it. Now, Apostle Suleiman and Halima Saga.
This means that all the while she was in contact with you, somehow, which is where I'm going, because all the while she was in contact with you, trying to get your food. That means she was in contact with him.
Abisola, you're welcome.
Yes, she was sending people to my DM so that I can tell them what the problem is. You understand? That's why she went and did that PSA immediately, because apparently they were fighting. She was the one who collected that money. What's the last business with collecting 2.5? Stella was the one who collected it just to send it to me. Because I had to consult my mother. That's how she came about it.
Okay. Apostle Suleiman. She's asking you, why did you give Stella Damascus the Miko Costa? Why did you give her 2.5 million? Because her mother was sick and she needed money. So it was Stella that they were using to communicate. So did you give Stella money or not, sir? Why did you give her money? This girl get evidence. So you go plenty. We on a Google. I'm not gonna call everybody. I'm not gonna call everybody. Yeah, Apostle.
Bring other people. But now that you mentioned the statement, which was the statement they asked you? You put up a statement. What statement was it that you were asked to delete?
Did I bring that?
No, I didn't delete it. No, okay, no, I just said beautiful.
Apostle.
That's
beautiful. That's all. I am always, saying beautiful on her post. There is no maliciousness or anything.
So he asked you to delete that post?
No, a lady, I don't actually want to call her name. She did
okay.
the write-up on this issue.
Okay.
She came in, she came into my life with her own malicious intent. Because she's been
You have said that
anyway.
before now.
So she now said I should go and delete it. Now, that I don't know my enemies, I don't know my friends. So
but does she...
I went back after hearing what she said, and I deleted it. So I unfollowed the album.
You unfollowed the Yabo.
So when I followed her, I said, wow, I can't believe. And I said, thank you so much. I can't believe people make this and all that. That was,
So surely.
She now said,
no, wait now. Surely this lady has come out to tell us the whole world that she dated Apostle Suleiman. People might be wondering, why is she coming out to tell the whole world now if she doesn't have anything to hide? What is all this about? It's because she's been sick. And Apostle Suleiman, being a man that promised her marriage, has not been up and doing with the relationship. For us, as my own opinion is that she has lied herself about the relationship between herself and Apostle Suleiman. How they started the relationship. She said she didn't know that he was married. Definitely, this is a man of God that is everywhere, every week. So you cannot tell me that you don't know he was married. If he had told you, like he told her that, you know, they are not together again and all that bullshit, a man will lie to have you. A man will always lie. But most of all this, our artists, do you remember Stephanie Otobo? I've said it before. They hit the Stephanie's own. Do you know the lies they told? Do you know the lies they told? They lied that she lied against oh God, that she lied against Apostle Suleiman. Damascus is in sorrow. Okay.
And went south, they don't say to you, go work.
Okay.
Go and earn money and stop trying.
This is Stella.
This money from somebody. I think it is wrong. Open a fund, beg people money. They don't carry and go court now. If she lose with all this rubbish where she talks, she don't get evidence.
Stella here.
Go fund me and she will lose pay. Even if she doesn't have money to pay, the fact that she will lose is enough to show that she doesn't have evidence. You know, Nigeria, people think they can just come out and accuse somebody and spread lies and internet people. Hey, they don't believe her. Hey. Now so this WhatsApp group when I formed last year. Today makes it a year that they wrote a story that I go follow another man. My husband do this. My husband did living room there. He's there. Somebody came to my house yesterday, a Nigerian lady, and she just shook her head. She said, my husband came back from work, came in and was all over me, kissing me, blah, blah, blah. She just shook her head and said, Stella, people who don't know you out there, they will hear that story, they will say, not true. I've been seeing you with your husband, I know what's up. I said, what happened? He said, I read that story last year. I can't share. Because I don't even know, say, she's on Instagram. Because she's this kind of quiet person like that, comes once in a while. I said, what story? He said the story when I write, say, you follow man, your husband don't pursue you, this and that and this. I'm like, fine. You see, in Nigeria, they can write whatever they like. The law doesn't work there. It doesn't work there. That's why you see, since I came over here, I've studied how proper journalism is. There are things I don't write. I don't say, oh, I miss the old Stella, I miss the old Stella. The old Stella is going to get in a shitload of trouble because I work in a country where the law works. Do you understand? If I defame anybody, even from Nigeria, I can be sued together with my service provider here. There is a way the law works. I have a lawyer who tells me what to do. Even pictures. See, even pictures when I collect from internet, use. Other blogs for Nigeria use the picture just because I live in Europe. Do you know I was taken to court almost 10 times. I lost in all those times. Because people will get photo journalists, then come out with proof so that they get them. Who give you the right to use the photo? You don't understand? They don't calculate how many years the photo don't do my blog. They listen, no. They calculate how many years the photo don't do my blog. Then charge me. The person will sue me in lawyers. Now me pay. Do you understand? I pay for my lawyers. I pay for your lawyers. I pay for pictures while I use. Then my lawyer tell me say, quickly go to your blog and start to delete. Delete. As I delete my life, some people already munch them down. Don't screenshot them. Almost 10 times now I pay. The lowest one was 2,500 euros. By the time I pay finish it, I'm not going to do your story again. I'm not going to collect picture. People going to do, I miss the old Stella. The old Stella will get into a lot of trouble with the way the world is now. You don't carry, that's why if you carry ancestral blessing, enter now, it will backfire, it will work. the old Stella has to be very careful. Things don't work out the way they work anymore. If I knew in Europe, we drag anybody the way she has done, she would definitely end up in court and she will lose it if they ask for money or she does time, because you are making wild accusations without any proof. If you say you want settle, you want money, you reach out to the man. The man even helped her. He gave her money through me. So to show you that he was ready to do something, he just said, just wait, let's watch her first. She's up to something, which was what she was up to. Even if I get something and you be a shower and pay you for sex, if you are shower, I don't understand why she's coming out. What is her reason for this dragging? And what is it? Others don't come, they don't drag, they don't go. Why did you continue with your dragging? You came from 2022, you brought it into 2023. What is what did you want to achieve? Actually, you're going to drag me where people collect money where you don't chop. What you have done exactly? I want to know.
That's Stella talking. The Stella that collected 2.5 million from Apostle.
So much, Stella. Stella has given us her account of the narrative, and to be honest, I'm tempted to believe her because it sounds very like I said. That's why you don't need to follow my opinion. You can choose not to believe her, but I choose.
I don't see, please. I don't even. Nobody's going to pay me 10 kobo to say what I'm saying now. I don't need to lie. I actually liked Halima, and I was going to help her do press to pick up her career back, but I didn't know that she was still evil. See, Halima is the person to avoid in Nollywood. Ask anybody. I thought we were being biased against her. I didn't know she was still this bitter because I actually asked her, Halima, have you changed? She said yes. If you talk with Halima, if you chat with her, she will save your chat. In 20 years' time, if you step on her, she'll bring it up. She'll bring it up. She saves things to use against people. Me when the journalists are they empty my phone every time. You when the journalists, you will same things they use against people. Even that chat when I still get, I'm not saying bad. It's just because I didn't close it and I didn't save her name. So when she started saying all the things, I started looking for the chat, because I remember I didn't close it. Then I saw it. When I begged Halima, make she leave my name out of her story. Let her leave my name out of her story.
I reached out to Stella today was because Halima included her in the story. Yeah? So I wanted to hear from Stella, right? And I believe that all of us, that is me here, interviewed, and you at home, deserve to know the truth, or at least other versions of the narrative. They say he who first come matter, now the first win. Because every story that is presented first, it is sweet. Until the second person comes out. The third person can't talk. Then we can now start having perspective in the matter. I've never met Halima Abubakar before in my life. I don't know her. Apostle Suleiman is my friend, just like with Stella, we talk. I've never seen him face to face before. But he's a nice guy. We get along very well. I respect him. He respects me too. So we get along quite well.
Wait. Somebody sent me a message of an inbox where she said Apostle Suleiman proposed to her 7 times. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or how? Why did you get out of that 7 times? Why did you count it? Why did you document the counting? What proof do you have that he proposed to you? It's I think as Suleiman is not the first married man she's going out with, if she went out with him. I happen to know of some. So this is her style. If she can't get things out of you, she says to mess you up later. Halima loves to go out with married men. It's not a new thing. It is not a new thing. Rubbish. Come do like say, was she raped? Was she forced?
Hey.
You went into a relationship willingly, ended, and you want to blackmail somebody for money. I don't understand it.
Hey.
Even if it's a pastor, I'm not even going to go into that. I'm talking about man-woman relationship. It don't end. Move on. You're coming on to
Jog on.
You're using your weapon. Now go to court and defend yourself. You're still doing live interview, which is even going to be used against you.
Okay. And another narrative I don't like is if somebody is not saying what you want to hear, automatically they don't pay the person.
Yes, they don't pay them. That's what they say. That's what it is doing. Every time they don't pay them. Your payroll.
My thing. I I don't care about what I have to say. I don't care about what Stella has to say. Let's monitor matter in court. This matter is going to court. Let us watch it play out. I do believe that if Halima has convincing evidence, she can actually win this case. So, Halima, we are hoping to hear you present a good case in court.
No. Let me tell you something. The first thing she has to prove in court is that there was a relationship. How was she? Not even a relationship, a sexual relationship. How do you prove that? You do video. Inadmissible in court.
Yes, ma'am.
There was no sexual relationship.
No, ma'am.
You get proof of sperm. You get proof of blood mixture. What do you have? You have pictures, you have video. Even if you want to stand together for pictures, that's not evidence. So first of all, that will be ruled out.
Lawyer.
She not play her card well. I mean, she wants. If you say she quiet, you don't do this thing where she do. Maybe the man mind for don't suffer tonight or help her. Because what she wanted was help. She's actually broke. She wanted help. I helped her. And now I'm a bad person. How does that add up to you? Come on. Now, the other people who don't even want help and they don't wrong, say, so that's what this girl be, they gather info. So she don't pursue market, don't pursue person who carry markets. Who don't help now with the way she go around, they mess up one person. The guy even came back, at least he helped you, 2.5 na small money. Because they drag her now, they drag and say everything exactly. Relationship don't break.
Court 101 Suleiman versus Halima and court, guys.
Okay. A lot of people say there's no justice in Nigeria.
I'm telling you, Tim.
This is not a Suleiman advert. I know send Suleiman go knock Halima when he allegedly knocked her. It's none of my business. But nobody should bring me into it.
Now, this is what I have to say here. Some people say there is no justice in Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. Okay. If you guys don't believe in the court of law, can Halima come and present the evidence to the media? Let her paste it on her page. If she say Apostle proposed Quran, me when I proposed to
how did you propose to her? Was there a video of the proposal?
Say you said Apostle being you and Apostle. At least it was tonight was good.
I don't mind them.
Let's be not stupid. Let's see some of these things. So it's either you come to the court of public opinion or you go to the high court in Abuja with evidence. But hearsay, worried about it. Now, a lot of people will say that if Apostle Suleiman is your friend, you're going to be biased. I am not biased. I have said it. Dear Halima Abubakar, if you have evidence you want to show, I will use my little platform where you can come and show your evidence. But you cannot come on my platform to talk. Because if you talk will be evidence.
Talk is cheap.
As I did right now, if you say that Dangote born me. Now my
exactly. Just like that guy, we don't say someone who they say they look alike 9 born. They don't do that. Prove that for courts.
Okay, hey,
DNA.
Go to DNA. They see the same. Then I say, Dangote and my papa, now DNA result with this. Anything else now mount. So that this matter can rest, let us see some evidence or follow up the court case. Let us not, you see, and there's one thing I don't like. Let me tell you, the real pastors in this Nigeria are sleeping with women. We know them. And let me tell you the funny thing. They are the dirty ones. You know one problem with that?
No, see, wait. Never make that mistake. Never make that mistake when they do make walk in on. Know your mouth to walk in on.
He get those some pastors. Their data in my hand. And you get one girl where if that girl talk, one particular relationship pastor for this Lagos, the marriage no end on this matter and a small will remain.
Wait, let me tell you something. Please, I need to put a cap on my talk about Halima. See, if you know Halima, tell her that I am not the person she's fighting. If she had a relationship with a pastor that has ended and the pastor has found his way back to Christ and she has allegedly repented, then she should let this go.
I don't know whether she's depressed. I'm not against her. I don't hate her. I just think she needs to stop. If Halima needs money, if you know too plenty, she should come to me. Apologize for lying. I will give her. I love to.
My babe says, but that Stella did not present evidence or talk now. Oh, Stella is my friend, though. Me and Stella. If I open my phone, show you evidence, wherever Apostle send me, I don't just want to like I talk. I don't want to come out for the matter. Now Halima, I was.
No. See, let me tell you.
Stella said, I asked her, did you give Halima 2.5 million? Stella said yes.
I'm drinking
So
tea.
if Halima,
I'm bring on the accounts now. I can print out my account balance.
I'm drinking tea.
I said, was there a competition?
I'm drinking tea.
This effect? Stella said yes, but she cannot show it publicly. It is in court. So you cannot call me a chief fine babe and say Stella did not give evidence. Stella gave evidence. Whatever, like the text message Stella says she cannot show here because it is in court. When we get to court, we will see it. Can Halima also show evidence in court? Like this one Stella is saying, can we see Halima's version?
She has said it, we have read it. Now show us. Show us. We don't want to see picture of the two of you standing together. We want to see picture of the two of you naked in bed, going inside.
More daughter says, I have great regard for you. Not talk like this. I beg you in the name of God, start disregarding me from today. I beg you in the name of God. Tell her not no bad though. I don't think gentle since morning because I don't want to be vexed. And I want this matter to have a.
I'm not telling you that you know they read comments. You know they read comments. Don't read it.
So I cannot come and sit down and be balanced in my narrative. Let me tell you one thing with Nigerians, and that is why I never take you guys seriously. If you say this thing is black, as long as I don't come and say this thing is black and true, I am biased.
Once somebody talks bad thing,
Yemi Ogumola, he has repented and find his way to Christ. You can imagine.
Once somebody talks one bad thing and then believe that person, and you come to defend yourself, now why you will talk?
People invited Halima. I said, Halima, please come. But the only thing is you must come with evidence. Or you are ready to refer everything you are saying to the courts. Suleiman is my friend. Of course, I'm going to, because of my proximity to him, I might have some certain opinions. But I'm not even here for my opinion. I am here because of the story.
Yes, ma, but she might have her own evidence. She can't come out and be talking if she doesn't have any.
I've only heard of her online. Even when Halima's people reached out to me, I don't know who it was, some guy, some person.
Onikoi.
People where she sends. See, let me tell you something. Why should Halima be the one saying the truth and not me or you? Why?
That is a problem with Nigerians. As long as you are not saying that thing you want to say. Okay, you want me to come and say, Pastor Suleiman had something to intimate to do with Halima. Was I there?
I don't talk. See, let me tell you, please. Let me tell you. Even if this will cost me my relationship with Suleiman, I will say it. I believe there was something between them. It don't end. They don't move on. Why do they come? I believe from what she told me, from what I saw. But why does she want to monetize it with blackmail? Even at that, the guy still give you 2.5. You come, they ask for 20 million. 20. That's how I bet. They are not doing it. They are not going to go for you. I bet. 20.
So,
for what now? Even the 2.5 I collected. Wait, you know, say I take this 10,000, they take buy recharge card. Or say I take this thing, he collect and go chop, come back, they come find 20 million. You don't see how it's game. Nonsense. Nonsense. You just they use all those people, don't collect more. When you collect and I go vanish. When money don't finish, you go come back, you go appear again. Now only Suleiman be the only man where you don't sleep with your life. Blackmail the others. I mean, you don't meet another rich man.
So Stella, please let me bring Kemi Oluloyo. Please, I'm bringing her for just 15 minutes. Don't go, Stella. Please. Thank you very much for honoring me. You don't ever see Stella do live before.
No, we never see him before.
Stella masquerade, to bring masquerade out. You know, it's in a once in a year.
Auntie Kemi self join. I don't know Auntie Kemi with this.
You respect her.
Is that Auntie Kemi?
Dr. Kemi
Oh!
in the house.
I'm not in the anymore.
Auntie Kemi has joined. Come.
What Stella said is very damning, and we just got to say something to everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of people have to know what we are.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of bloggers and journalists in Nigeria free. Stella is one of them.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I'm hearing Stella say the old Stella, the new Stella. She's a blogger and she's a journalist. So when you're a blogger and journalist, you're called a professional blogger. So many people have seen Stella as a blogger for years, but she actually is a journalist. Okay? Especially during the day she was writing for Ecomium and all that. I know that for one. Then you have Chris Nwandu. That's another one, CKN, a blogger and a journalist. And I'm also one. So when professional bloggers are working, you can blog what you see on the web. But when journalists are working, you have to be careful because of libel. I went to prison, detained 6 months 3 times by BME.
Can you hear me?
The whole thing ended. So you have to be careful using words, non-affirmative words. Allegedly, alleged, blah, blah, blah. What I have to say is that
Can you hear?
one thing Stella said, Halima should keep my name off her mouth. I don't know Halima. I've never met her. I don't know Pastor Suleiman. I've never met him. I've never talked to Pastor Suleiman on telephone, DM, nowhere. However, this is how it started with me, because the last thing I saw Halima writing is that she's going to arrest me. But you're listening or watching, okay, because everybody's to arrest me. Toto wants to arrest me. Be careful. I no longer entertain BS, okay? You can't just come out and say you want to arrest somebody. When Romani's case happened, a lot of people attacked me on that case. As you can see, the case has dropped, it has ended, and I was vindicated. At the end of the day, she wanted to join the bandwagon of people abusing and attacking me. She said something, and Instablog carried it. She said that woman is very evil. She once came into my DM, and I shunned her away. That's when she actually opened her own can of worms. I told her, I said, Halima, I came to your DM. You didn't shun me away. Don't try to look good. You actually told me you wanted me to write a story about your bleeding episode. Halima said she was bleeding for 6 months. Now, a journalist from PM News, and everybody can Google this. If you Google Halima Abubakar PM News, you'll find the story. That journalist wrote a story about this bleeding business. And when the journalist wrote the story, I spoke to that journalist and I said, what's going on? Halima told that her co-actors and actresses were doing diabolical stuff on her. Literally, she told me certain actresses were doing juju on her, and she bled for almost 6 months.
Yeah, I know the actress. She said she has a name, and I'm gonna say now. Halima said Mercy Johnson did juju on her. That's what she said. So I will. Then she changed it to Apostle Suleiman.
She mentioned 4 people to me. She mentioned Mercy Johnson, Shan George, Iyabo Ojo, and Tonto. She mentioned those 4. When this lover listed some women that allegedly had something to do with Suleiman, the people she mentioned to me were on that list. Now, I'm an investigative journalist.
Yes,
okay?
investigative.
And I do my work very well. The problem we have in Nigeria is everybody watching this, you need to first think, anytime a blogger speaks, okay, we are not regular bloggers. We're professional bloggers because we're also journalists. No one has paid us. Nobody has paid me. Halima came up with 500,000 naira that Suleiman gave you, will finish soon. Where is she coming from? Where did that come from? What nonsense is that? This is one thing I'm used to, Daddy Freeze, because every single story I've investigated in this country, it's always they've paid Kemi. Or our money lawyers have paid Kemi. Doan lawyers have paid Kemi. Fatoni
has paid Kemi.
Always paying, yeah.
People or our money, Doan lawyers. If everybody had paid me Stella, I'll be a billionaire by now.
Wow.
Always,
exactly.
somebody has paid Kemi. Yet, I'm looking for money, soliciting money for donations, and they call me a beggar. Meanwhile, the Guardian newspaper in the UK is also, they have a donation button there. A newspaper.
What a man go with
Times have a donation.
They're asking for £1 each if you get.
Kemi is asking for money now. Oh, baby,
if I had that.
Yeah, when I put it on my Instagram the other time that I put my account that they should help me, people were cussing me that I'm begging.
But if everybody gave me that 1,000 naira they gave Gislava for the parents of the multiple kids, I will open the studio now and I will have the best investigative journalist.
Gislava is doing good.
Lagos.
It's helping people. You are.
But the problem is the mentality of Nigerians is that they have paid bloggers. Nobody has paid us. When she said that stuff to me, she was trying to get me to write a story about it as a blogger or journalist. Halima wanted to be in the news. Now, if you want me to interview you, okay, if it's a sponsored interview, you're going to pay me for sitting down and interviewing you, okay? Now, the problem I had with Halima is that after she told me people did juju to her, she now turns around and says a pastor is the one that did juju and caused her to bleed. So I responded in 3 videos. And I said to Halima, go and check yourself for fibroids. No one can bleed that long. Check yourself. Everybody saw those videos. They're on my TikTok. Or look at me, Olunloider. Check yourself for fibroids. That's when I now heard from the lawyers. Yesterday, the lawyers served me the papers. They showed me the same legal stuff that's on all your blogs, Insta blog, everywhere. I got it. Okay? And I'm just, if they subpoena me to this case, I'm just going to say what I'm saying on this video. I don't know about Nigerian law, but abroad, they can admit this kind of videos. So when Halima now said, okay, how much has Suleiman paid you? I found it very hard for someone to tell a journalist, an investigator to say the least, that you were bleeding because your own colleagues, you're accusing your colleagues of juju, and next thing now, the pastor is the one that did juju to you. I have no idea of everything Stella just said. The money, the blackmail, the 20 million, I didn't even know all this happened. So now, the issue is, why did she talk to a journalist about one reason and coming up with another reason? Now they've sued her for $1 billion. She's going to have to prove it.
Exactly.
She's going to have to prove it. And if they subpoena me, I'm just going to tell the judge what she told me. My friends did juju, name them. Mercy.
Maybe the people she said took her to, Mercy Johnson took her to Badagry. Maybe Mercy Johnson should now start to clear her name because everybody knows the story, but nobody is asking Mercy about the juju in Badagry that Halima alleges.
Mercy, Yabo, Shan, and Tonto. Those are the fortune.
No, she only told me Mercy. She only told me Mercy. That she has a lot of thoughts on her back where she went to for deliverance from the juju that Mercy gave her. Yeah?
Halima here.
Yes. Now she said she's going to lock me in prison because I collected 500,000 from Suleiman. She's going to have to do that.
Please. Excuse me, please, ma'am. Ma'am, excuse me. Please, I'm not going to exchange words with Halima on this line. Give her her home time. If you want to do a live with her, let her talk alone. I'm not going to do this with her, please.
Halima,
Right?
darling sister, I am inviting you to my live to come and clear all these things that are being said against you. Please feel free to come to my live.
Daddy Freeze, all I just want to say, I have to go to the Tinubu space that they're doing. They invited me because it's about press freedom. Atiku versus Tinubu and press freedom. But before I go, all I just want to say is that if I sue Halima for defaming me that I collected 500,000 from Suleiman, a pastor that I've never met, spoken to, or gotten any money from whatsoever. If you look at my bank account for the last 1.5 years, you won't find any alert for 500,000. Okay? If I sue her, okay, I will win that. And I'm planning to sue her. She actually did so many Instagram stories saying she'll take me to court. No, saying that she'll lock me up. You think everybody wants to lock me up? You think it's an easy thing? So she put her mouth there. She opened her own can of worms, okay? I wasn't doing the story. I told her how much it's going to cost her. Okay, I don't do stories for free. Okay, if you want me to interview you, it's a sponsored interview. Everybody charges for that. She didn't want to pay, so she forgot about it. But she opened the can of worms when the Oramani case came on, and she wanted to join the bandwagon of calling Kemi evil. She said,
exactly. Anytime there's a controversy going on, she looks for a way to go in.
Say that again.
She looks for a way to become part of it.
I didn't hear.
Anytime there's a controversy going on about somebody, she looks for a way to put herself inside so that her name will trend. She's actually happy now that she's trending. She's happy. This is what she wants. But she cannot monetize it. That's the problem.
With me is that anybody can want to put their mouth in anything. You're a critic. Daniel Rager does that every day. He's a critic. I'm also a critic. I did Kemi Talks. But when you start calling Kemi Olunloyo evil, she once came in my DM and I shunned her away. That's when I said, no, you came in my DM to ask me to interview over some bleeding issue and juju. And you wanted it done very juicy. Unfortunately, I didn't forget it. So I decided to post the chats, and Instablog carried the chats. And I disgraced her. Instead of her to keep quiet, Halima went a step forward saying the 500,000 that Suleiman gave you. I want to know where she got that money from. And when I met Suleiman, I will stand in court in front of Suleiman and I will ask him to his face, did you give me money? Have you ever spoken to me? I don't know Suleiman. I've never spoken to him. You know what I mean? The only time I've ever asked about Suleiman, Daddy Freeze, when you were at Cool FM, remember I asked you about Suleiman? I said, I want 3 pastors to pray for me. Remember, we're going to the year 2020, the pandemic year. And I said, Freeze, I'm here on your show. I want 3 pastors to pray for me. Suleiman Ibiomi has prayed for me when I left Port Harcourt, and 1 more. Remember, that's the only time I asked you, okay? And I didn't follow up with any prayers or anything, but I've never seen him. I've never spoken to him. Halima claims that I got paid by him. Why? This is the reason why all Halima fans think we've been bribed, and it's wrong. Don't assume people have been bribed, okay? And remember, we are professional bloggers. We're not just bloggers, okay? I'm not Cutie Jules. I'm not Instablog. I'm not everybody, okay? I'm a journalist and I'm a professional blogger. So is Stella and Chris Mwandu. Because Chris gets a lot of bashing on that stuff too. You have to be careful what you're writing. Bloggers can write a lot of PS and they'll be taken to court. But journalists have to be careful.
Exactly.
Yeah, journalists have to be very careful because of the non-affirmative words. That's why Ibiomi's case was thrown out. Non-affirmative words. I used it, allegedly. Even getting a fake news tip. That's why I don't even use the Nigerian market anymore. I'm only doing drug prevention and all that. Listen, Freeze, I'm not supporting anybody for the election because I'm not voting either. Nothing changes in Nigeria. It's a waste of my time. But I was invited by one of the moderators to come and talk about press freedom. So I would not normally not even do it, but I'm going to that Twitter space now to join them on the press freedom and the candidates. And if I can get candidates to talk about drugs, then I'll get involved. AY interviewed Peter Obi. None of them have talked about the drug problem, only Peter Obi in a tweet. He said the youth drug problem in Nigeria is the highest in the world, and it's true. And we're getting to, some things are happening that people don't know. If you know what's happening in Nigeria right now, you will be crying. The NDLEA had a shootout last week in Ikoyi with some armed men and their security agencies. So many things going on. The drugs are moving in, and it's very bad. It's really bad right now. So I'm at Drug Abuse Africa on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Twitter, Instagram. That's it. So, do you have any questions to ask me?
I think that's about it.
Halima has to be careful. She's defaming a lot of people that will come for her. Look at the names I mentioned now. How do you think Yaba's going to feel, or Tonto, or anybody else? They just heard their name.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you have a chat where Halima mentioned these things?
Where she mentioned their names?
Yes.
No, I don't have that chat.
But you, Auntie Kemi, you are going to prison. You are going to prison.
But the chat I have is the chat when she wanted the blood thing.
But did she tell you? She sent you.
A story and all that. You see, those things you record, the voice notes, that's what I have, but I wouldn't have them now. Because then, that I don't have.
As for mine, Halima told me this precisely in 2005.
Mine was in 2021, and I can tell it in court. I've told the lawyer.
But excuse me, ma'am. I'm wondering why she's telling you Tonto did juju for her. When she told me that Mercy Johnson did juju for her, Tonto, in Edo, Oge Okoye, who else? So why is she not saying Tonto did juju for her when it was Mercy that did it to all of them? No. According to her, which she told me, she told me. I don't have evidence, but since she's saying things she can't prove, I am now saying it and adding allegedly. Stella, she can take him to court the same way I have.
You're a journalist as well. Stella, you said to her. Mine is to her. You say for her. To her means those ladies did juju to her, to destroy her. You are saying for her.
No, she told me that Mercy Johnson did juju to her, Tonto, and so I'm wondering if Mercy was the one that, you see, she tells people different things, different things. So if Mercy has already allegedly done juju to her and Tonto, when did Tonto now turn around and do another juju to her and she's still alive? The same person, everybody's doing juju to.
That if you're bleeding this long, remember this interview is also online on PM News. Everybody can go to PM News. It's still there. Daddy Freeze, PM News. Type in PM News, Halima Abubakar. You'll see. January of 2021, she told them I was bleeding. And I told her, I said, if you're bleeding that much, my dear, it could be fibroids, so go and check.
Any woman who is informed knows that bleeding like this is extreme fibroid, serious one. You need to go get help. Get it out or get something to trigger you into menopause. And stop sitting on blood and saying somebody did juju for you. Guys, come on.
Yes, if you don't like the truth, you can't say much. Somebody in the comments, Daddy Free said, which lawyer did you talk to? Halima's lawyers are in touch with me, and they sent me a barrage of court documents yesterday.
Auntie Kemi,
I don't have anywhere to post it. I don't do that kind of news anymore. But if they dare to send me to that court, I will go, and I will sue her. She must apologize for saying that I collected 500,000. I will be in that court. She doesn't apologize for that 500,000 thing. I will sue her. So she should keep my name off her mouth. I'm doing more important things now. We have a problem.
Halima, keep my name off your mouth. I'm not fighting with you. I'm ready to help you if you're willing to be truthful and chart a new course this 2023. Look for something better to do. Be positive. Motivate people. Motivate yourself and stop this war. You're not going to win it. Wow. If you need money, open a trust fund. I'm going to put for you as well. This is horrible that for somebody your age, you are still doing this. This is not a day job. It's not a day job. If it's working for some others, or if you work for some others in Suleiman, you obviously shot yourself in the foot already. It's not going to work. You're not going to see 10 couple. All right. Let's look for a way to help you instead of this rubbish you are doing going online, dressing like Hajia. I don't know who you think. You think you can fool all of the people all of the time? Everybody I will clear now. They will say you will lie. No need to talk too much.
All right.
If they put you on stand, if they cross-examine you, you go talk rubbish because you will lie. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Dr. Kenny left. She probably left for her meeting. Thank you so much, Stella. Do have yourself a very blessed.
Now discharge me. Never discharge me. You go share the money when you make from this life with me.
They don't make anything now. They look them. Very stingy people. These guys.
Give me money. I will donate to Halima. You must give me. Halima needs help. Let's help her.
All right. Yeah, I'm going. On this side.
Freeze. Before you go price house. Not the talk say don't decide. You go price house so you won't buy. See, freeze, if you bring Halima on live, the money you make from that her life, please give it to her. Promise me. It's very important. We need to help her. If she gets money from her, she not going to talk all this nonsense where she will talk. Now broke, she broke. Now broke, she broke. She not kill person. And nobody kill her. Like I said, all the people out there going around talking nonsense, nobody get monopoly to smelling mouth. Anybody feel open mouth, nonsense will come outside. You see, say they do open mouth now, everywhere scatter. Everybody feel open mouth. You don't understand what I talk? Because we quiet here, they say, Stella don't collect money, Stella don't collect money, Stella don't change. I be Abutata, I don't change.
I know you are not stingy. Thank you so much. Stella, my darling, thank you so much. All of you, thank you for watching. I'm in a good mood today. God has blessed me, so I'm rejoicing.
How much?
Not see where they come from. This life don't concern me.
You don't go buy house, please. You don't buy house.
I know what thing I just thank God. As you see me for this life, I don't get power to fight anybody. Even if
you don't buy house, I beg. Congrats.
All right,
Thank you
so much.
I just want to.
I like this time when you were red. I like how red. Bye, everybody. Thanks to everybody who insulted or didn't insult me. I don't reach out. I don't reach.
I'm in a good mood. And here's what I'm going to say, we're trying to be as fair and as honest as possible. Encourage us. If we're not saying what you want to hear, maybe you should fine-tune your ears to the truth instead of confirmation bias of what you want to believe to be the truth. I'm not I'm neither saying Halima is telling the truth. There is court of law. There is court of public opinion. Evidence. Men lie. Women lie. Evidence does not lie.
You are not saying she's lying. Me, I am saying she's lying. Everything she has alleged is a lie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on that bombshell, I say...
And whichever platform she decides to release her news, I know they call any names, but the platform know itself. I know they beef anybody. Everybody gets in time. But where I have a problem is where you post lies about me and you don't bother to come to me to confirm it, and I try to defend myself, and you are dragging with me that it is true. A year ago, you were dragging with me, say I go fuck another man, they don't pursue me come up for husband house. I was trying to explain myself. This person shut me up, came to my platform, tried to shut me up. I still be husband house till today. So who they lie now? Sometimes this alleged celebrities, they knock journalists and bloggers in. We need to be careful. We need to unite as well so that we can put out more positive stories out there. Dog, remember, if you're a blogger, you're a journalist watching this right now, remember, say dog, no, they chop dog. I never chopped dog before. I know we chop dog, but don't come after me. Don't come after me.
All right, respect to all the journalists out there, all bloggers, all social media commentators, everyone. We love you. Salute. I don't go.
Freeze. You will see headline tomorrow. You will see the headline tomorrow.
I don't beat down. But anyhow, it's all good. Take care. God bless.
Bye.
I love you.
Bye.
Hey, my people. Welcome back from a that we have gone to do. We have seen Stella Dimokokos or Dimoskos and Daddy Freeze with our auntie, what they call her Auntie Kemi Ajimot. You know, we come up with only Auntie Kemi Ajimot now one day. We have seen them allegedly defending the alleged perpetrator of this, who is Apostle Suleiman, you know, and we can see the passion in them, the way they were talking. Like they said, because they are afraid and they are scared of this weekend sweet no be small, oh. That's both, yeah, that, you know, Halima is lying, according to them, that, you know, Halima is lying because she cannot give paper evidence or the evidence to really show something tangible facts, anything factual to see. That, like what they were looking for is to show where Halima and Apostle Suleiman were doing the thing like this, the thing like this. She has to show it to us, before we believe that she's telling lies. In as much as, according to them, and you saw our auntie, I'm coming lawyer for my I'm coming lawyer for my big book of auntie, so auntie coming lawyer, know what was there. I want to need Halima as, you know, accused her of taking bribe from Apostle Suleiman before. So it's just the thing is just sweetie. And the highlight of the thing is that Mercy Johnson, our own fine girl, Mercy Johnson that get shape. You know Mercy Johnson that was accused of stealing somebody's husband and she's happily married with 3 children. Now, you know, that Mercy Johnson too. They said Halima accused her of doing juju. One ni bito ti lo shogun yen, one ni Badagry. Mercy Johnson, come and tell us, where in Badagry did you do the juju? They said you did juju. Is it the same juju that you did? They said you did juju. I mean, that's the juju they said you used in getting that man. I don't know. So, and a lot of, that Tontodike is doing juju. That, Iniedo is doing juju. That, well, not to share juju no more. Hey, Egbami. Ekeni ga. Today is sweeting me like a sweetie cupboard. That the whole thing is. But you know what? I just found out that the world we have today, money is everything. Honestly, believe me, the world we have today, you cannot get the truth from anybody. You will see somebody that has done something very terrible that the whole world can see. And because of money, you will change the narratives. They are changing the narratives of this story. Did you hear Stella saying, I know they might have dated. The man must have done it when he was in sin. He was an apostle. That when he was a sinner, now he has repented. Wow. And to her, she's coming out to blackmail Apostle. Kemi Adebanjo, since yesterday, Obas goes everywhere. Oh God. That, you know, she has been coming to blackmail Apostle. She's looking for 20 million. Number one, Auntie Stella Dimoku. Auntie Stella. If you are dated a man for 6 years, forget about him being an apostle or a man of God. If you, as a woman, I, as a woman, have dated a man for 6 years and he promised me marriage, and in all things that maybe I've been very sincere with the man and I've waited. And I know the man is a big man, is rich. And all of a sudden, he dumps me. And this dumping is not just dumping me. He dumped me when I became sick. Forget about the fact that she's saying he used that for ritualism or whatever. Let's assume she has fibroid. Yeah? And then the man dumped her because as at that time, she could not meet his sexual demands again. Now this man moves on, and I feel I am sick, and things are not the way it used to be, as rosy as it was. I can ask the man for anything if he has the money. Imagine me, I've dated, what's his name? Dangote before, and I can't become sick. Why wouldn't I call Dangote? Oh God, Dangote, help my condition. Help me, I need money. So what is bad in her asking for 20 million from him if he had wasted our time so much, according to her? And then being a man of God. So he felt, go ahead and I will make sure I destroy you if you think you can expose me to the world. And exactly what he did. And we all, like Daddy Freeze has bought a house today. I wish him all the best. Congratulations, sir. But in all we do, remember, it's not about when you owó tí a bá fi tọ́mọ èrè ló máa ń wò. Ilé tá bá fi tọ́mọ èrè ló máa ń wò. All bloggers, all newscasters, speakers, writers, that you get money to cover stories up. I am not saying that the phrase is doing that. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, everyone that tries to change narratives of the truth, you will meet your Waterloo somewhere. That is the truth. I do say it, I will never destroy anybody to come up there. It's only God that brings us up here. And it's not all about money. It's about your future of your children. All the time. They are talking about the faceless blogger called Gislover. The good Gislover is doing is more than the bad. Believe me. Stella was saying in that live that, you know, if that money they gave to Gislover to give somebody, was it Auntie Kem, that they helped somebody that had children that could not cater for the children. You know, so he helped how people donated and gave them 20-something million naira. How many of us bloggers can raise that? We should appreciate such a person. And this is not the first time. That is a faceless blogger that you don't know who he is or she. But you are out there. All because this lover will destroy somebody's home because he will come and tell us now. Somebody that is bashing somebody, or the girls that will tell you they will come and do motivational speaker, and then they are out there sleeping with senators, and it's bringing them out, and that is why you feel he's not doing well. No, he's telling you, the youth, that don't believe all these people that comes out to tell you that they are making money from motivational talk. No, they are not making anything from that. They are sleeping with married men out there. They are sleeping with politicians. They are doing 2-some, 3-somes. Or a man that has lied to his wife that this is my friend. And, you know, this lover brings the truth out. So for you all, forget about the fact that Halima is it not even shameful that a man of God is being caught in this act every time? Is he the only one? And then the man of all sins are gone, all the old ways are gone, and then here come, I am a new born again, I am born again, I'm born before. Stop deceiving yourselves. Like Freeze even said that he knows a pastor that is doing it every day. We know they do it. But how many of them do we have to get all these controversies about? So his own must be very dirty. Alleging you. So his own must be allegedly very dirty. Because his own is the one that we hear every day. Kilo day. That's too much. And for you, it's followers. And followers of all these liars. I am sorry for you. Use your brain. Stop thinking with your legs. Use your brain. Don't be deceived by all these people. Anyone that you see coming out so boldly to say, but look, I know what I'm saying. They don't even know what Halima has. Shebikemi or Stella were saying she told them that they did juju. All those people did juju. When Freeze asked them, do you have evidence, paper, written thing? They said no, she said it by her mouth. And they changed it to alleged. So it's still the same thing. We were not there when they were dating. But take this home. Apostle Suleiman, you have sued Halima now. We just got that. You have sued Halima for 1 billion naira. Apostle has sued Halima for 1 billion naira. Photo that. Look at 1 billion naira. Ni Apostle to sue. This is it. Apostle Suleiman sues Halima Abubakar for 1 billion naira. 1 billion naira. 1 billion naira. Apostle Suleiman de beru along. De beru along. Have the fear of God. Where will she get 1 billion naira from? Yeah? You have sued her for 1 billion naira. Because you want the world to know that you have not lied. Are you saying you never dated her? Because even your Agbenuso had said that she doesn't believe you did not date her. But she has to prove to the whole world. Maybe the spam, she will have to bring it out to show us on social media or in court that this is Apostle spam. Or she has to show us, where you guys were fucking, we were doing each other. Yeah? Now, sir, she has no evidence. If she doesn't have, I don't know. But do you know there is an evidence between you and God? Do you know that God can have that evidence? Bó ṣe wà níwájú Ọlọ́run ẹ wò, ó ṣí ni like a paper. What we cannot say, what Halima cannot prove, God will prove it if truly you had it with her. And whatever you use that for, or if you didn't use that for anything, maybe because she just needed money, because she was sick, she needed your help. Or the lies you have told her, alleging you, is that between you and God? I want us all to remember that there's something they call conscience. Every ọkàn, bí mo ṣe búburú tàbí mo ṣe rere, every ọkàn mi kò máa gbé mi níjà. Ẹ̀rí ọkàn mi dákun dá mi láre. Don't worry. Let your conscience judge you. Apostle Suleiman, let your conscience judge you, whatever. And all of you holding briefs for him. I'm not mentioning anybody's name. Anybody that's holding brief for him. Not the lawyer. A lawyer will hold brief. If you like, kill person, lawyer will stand for you. It's normal. But for you, out there, holding brief for him, you don't know what is between him and this lady. Well, for you. And for you, Yaya British, as being called by Jean Lover. You are meeting your Waterloo every day. Because of money, some of you have sold your souls to the devil. You want to live up there. You want to buy a house in Banana Island. You want to live big. You want to live large. And you don't care what happens. This is part of what will happen to you. I wish us all the best. Join me in Prevailing Issues with Ajoke. Prevailing Issues with Ajoke on our own platform on Prevailing Issues with Ajoke. I've got somebody that's coming to talk to us about relationships. So I'm going to go there. In the next 20 minutes, let me just take a break. Let me take a break and I'll be back to that page. Thank you so much for all my commenters. Star Buyer, my beautiful Mayegun, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And everyone that has commented, that has liked, that has shared. Please share. Anyway, save a woman, save a young girl, save a baby girl. Yeah? Because all these men are out there. He is not the only one. Yes, Apostle Suleiman is not the only one being accused of this. Some of them are doing it on Daji. I see you when I see you. Don't forget to patronize me for all my hair. DM me, contact me. I love you all. Talks Ajayi, thank you so much, ma. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful time. Meet me at the other hand where we do normal. Love you all. Bye.